What you see here are parts of a railroad switch. And they need some attention. For example, this part is held on this one with mushrooms, but there's no hole here in the mushrooms for the cotter pins, so I have to do this. This part has been cut off with a torch, and this one moves a little bit and this one moves nothing at all, and they cut off the heads of the mushrooms. So what I have to do is to drill them out and then make new or find new, so this part can be reused again. For this part that is cut off, I have to cut off this thing and then make a new one where we can screw on this one. I will bring you a little bit closer. If I got it right, and I sure hope so, this part goes to the ball, you know, where you change the switch. And this is a pivot point, and this one goes to a longer bar between the rails. And this one needs to be adjustable. So we have here a right hand and a left hand thread in this part, and of course a counter nut that has to come here. And then this one, but not this one, but one like this, will be the other half. I install it a little bit higher so it's easier to see. As you can see, this part here is asymmetric. This side is more or less flat, and here there's this stick out thingy. And on this side we can see that there used to be a cotter pin hole, but this has been cut off. And on the other side it's flush. I tried to hammer it out. It moved a tiny little bit, but not enough. So this one I have to drill it out. And this one doesn't move at all. And because the thing is not flat, it's not a flat surface, plus this one is moving, what I'm gonna do is I will install it on two thicknesses to have it more stable, and then I have here a tiny bit of free space where the drill can come to. But because this is rough stuff, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna glue some cardboard on it to protect my milling machine table. Okay, the thing is installed, and to find the center I used my cute little dividers here. I installed one point in the rim that you can hardly see, but it is there. And then every time indicating the center, and then put a tiny little point in it, and it should be it. Right, let's do this. To make sure I'm not gonna drill in the table, I'm gonna use a first drill bit that is shorter than the total height of this part here. So it's impossible to touch the table. Right. Let's drill something bigger. Success! And without drilling in the table. Next size up is 16 millimeters. And I put a piece of anti-bozo tape here. Let's hope it works. Now I had to do what I don't like to do because there is not enough height here. I had to take away the drill chuck and put my drill bit directly in a collet. So this time I will not play by the book. Good. The pin that's stuck in here is 25 millimeter. And my drill bit is 23. So that's perfect, because when I drill it out, it's gonna leave, in theory, a little rim of 1 millimeter thickness that I can easily cut out with a handsaw. It's just that my drill bit, there's no tang anymore on this taper. I had to take it off to be able to use it in my lathes. So we'll see if it spins or not. Let's figure it out. I didn't drill completely through, but I'm gonna stop because I am through this bigger part. The pin, or what's left of it, is just holding in this lower part here. And I saw a little bit of movement. So I think it's too scary to continue drilling. What I'm gonna do is take it off, bring it to the vise, and then take it off by hand, and then spin it around and do the other side, because on this side here I cannot see very well what I'm doing. So flip it will be. Success! Okay, I reinstalled the part and found the center of it, so let's do it all again. Success! While I'm here on the milling machine, I can as well continue playing with it a little bit more. I have to drill holes for pins here in these mushrooms, and I will drill them 5.5 millimeters, so we'll be sure that there's enough place. Let's do this. I left them enough breathing room to put a washer that I don't have, but I can. Perfect. Next on the to-do list is to cut off this little piece of nothing here and then bore it out so I can weld this bar on here. And my idea is to bore it and then make the bar a little bit smaller so that it can fit in here, so I can weld on this side and on the inside. But first, cut. Cool. Of course, I could install this thing like this in the milling machine and then drill it out and make it to size with a boring bar. But using a boring head is a slow process, so I think it will be better to put it in here. But it doesn't fit in the hole. So if I'm gonna close the chuck jaws, what's gonna happen is that I squeeze these two parts together and the other two jaws, they're gonna do nothing. Right, the plan is to cut two little pieces of this 10mm steel here and weld one piece here and one on the other side. And so nice and tight. If it looks a little bit wobbly while spinning, that's of course because it is. This part is forged, so nothing is straight on it. So let's there clearly is some kind of hard spot in it. That's not good. To use this drill bit, I need this sleeve because this one has a Morse taper 2 and this one is a 3. But for all other tapers I have, the fit is perfect. So there's clearly something wrong with this sleeve here. Okay, that was a quick fix. I made it a little bit Sharpie black and put it in so I could see where the thing was touching, and then I gave it some sweet caresses with this primitive kind of tool, and now it works. Wood! Right, let's install the boring bar. You can clearly hear the hard spot here in. But it is what it is. It seems to work. All that's left to do is to cut off these little plates here. This one is now ready to be welded together on this bar here. And as we can see, of course it doesn't fit, because as I said, I'm gonna reduce the diameter, slide it on against the shoulder here, and then weld this side and weld the top side. But I'm not gonna do this yet, because on this side I need to cut a thread. And I don't know which length yet I need between the threaded part and this part. But cutting these threads, that will be for another video.